YouTube studio. If I can get that little thing like I had before. Not this one. Playlists. No.
Your videos.
Videos, this one. There.
Live on top. And
Now we're in there.
No, not there. Go back. There.
Dot.
No, not that one.
I know, move your finger though, because it's in the way. There. Okay. Now it says excellent connection.
Oh.
And it says live too. How in the world are we going live? Are we on 2 windows? No. We are on 2 windows. So if I close this one, and then I go to that one, and we're still here.
We're double.
We're double. I wonder what kind of...
Hi.
And our chat, is it missing? Again.
No.
We're outside today.
Yes.
It's very important that you know
outside today's not.
And we have 8 people here. We just can't see them, but I saw
horrible weather and whatnot.
No.
Good.
I saw Regina wrote something, but we just seem to have lost the. Wait, how do I?
We lost the chat again.
We lost the chat again.
Come back.
We are
like
having.
Send feedback. No, I don't want to send feedback.
Technical difficulties. Please be patient.
Pop up chat.
Loading.
There we go. We got the chat, but it's just off to the side. But I can do it like this, and then I can take this whole thing and move it
on the other side.
Yeah, so I can actually see it.
Oh.
But now I lost the pop up chat.
Where are you?
I got it. I got this. I can do this. I am getting tech savvy here.
Oh my goodness.
And we can see ourselves and the chat at the same time. Okay, so we have Regina.
Hello.
And Roxy with the ducks.
Hello.
And Bionid Madsen. Hello.
Hi.
Might be a new name, that one. Or do you reckon it? If we forgot who you are, I'm so sorry, but welcome. Arlene Cross is here. And Kiyosuke is back. Yenny Eriks is for once I'm on time. You know what? I was going to say same thing about us. For once we're on time, but then I screwed it up.
We are having technical difficulties.
Is that snow behind me? No, it is the camera not willing to focus on the mountains and us at the same time. But there is snow up there. You can see it now. There we are. And you can see the waterfalls over there. I think. Can you see Shellfalls? Yeah, you can. The big one. Yeah, you can see it. And mountains way over up there too. It's all around us. Unavoidable. We're surrounded by mountains. But when we put the camera back on us,
we're not surrounded by
it's not quite a blue screen, is it? It's a white screen. But the sheep are out, and if they decide to visit us, we shall see.
Sheeps are out.
Ann Decker is here. She says hi, Virginia and Mona. And Karin. Yes, I like that she put Ann Karin.
Hello.
She forgot about me. It's because I yell at her for her one sock syndrome, which she doesn't admit that she has. I see somebody is still chatting to me on Facebook, and I'd like to tell them I'm here.
We are here in Viking Valley, Gudvangen, Norway. Njerdalheimen.
Oops.
Western Norway.
Yeah, live.
Europe,
Accurate. No.
Earth.
There we go.
Planet
She can
Earth.
find it later.
Planet Earth.
Okay, but I see actually Anne's in the
Milky
same chat with
Way.
you. Ludmila Kovarova. She's from Prague.
Oh, good to see you.
So happy from Prague. And Eyes on Tour is here from Germany. It's Marcus and Nadine from Germany. Welcome back.
Hello again.
And she said, no, Anne was chatting with me earlier. Oh, okay. That's right, because there's Facebook has a mentorship program. Have you seen that yet?
You told us?
Yep. You can, if you need mentoring, there's an option in Facebook now in the Nalbinding group, Nalbinding group, the one that has about 5,000 people, and you can actually click to find a list of people who are members, and Anne members, and I mentor, and Anne mentors. So we have someone we're mentoring right now, and she should just come on here and talk.
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
So you can be a mentor and you can be mentored.
I go for the mentored.
No. Be the mentor because Anne and I have a lot to do. Don't we, Anne? No, we can do this. But it helps because she's from Norway and she's worried about her English so that
Oh, okay.
we can do the language translating there.
The English you can do.
I
And the
can do
needle
English.
binding You can do.
I can
don't
do
have
that.
to be in there.
Fine.
That's
Oh, my
not
cup has a
working
pretty
with the
leak.
crack.
It has a pretty
I don't think it survived the winter.
Nope.
It has a crack. You can.
It's more accurate than my water bottle, though. But maybe I'll have it sealed.
Put beeswax in there.
Yeah, there
And
you
if
go.
you don't put
Oh, there's a
stuff.
big crack, though. This
Oh,
is.
yeah, no, it's gigantic.
I'm thinking this is a bead cup. But look, I got like a spout.
Oh my god.
Didn't work.
Nope.
Didn't work.
Oh god. I
Don't do it.
needle by my hair. It won't work.
No, needle binding and hair doesn't go hand in hand. So Arlene's asking Virginia what she's making.
I'm making socks again. More socks because we need socks. So,
Winter is
more
coming.
socks. Summer and more winter is coming. It's not. It's never truly summer here in Norway.
Winter is always coming to Norway. This is snow.
But the funny thing is, though, like it's like 1 week since we had snow last time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I would say in the beginning of August we will probably have the first snow coming down again.
Yeah.
So we have about 2 months, which
Yeah.
we don't expect snow.
It never completely goes away from the mountain. At least one patch up there and one over there. Usually, there's always a little.
Yeah. But for example, the first sweater I made, I started in, I don't know, July last summer. And I made a great decision because, it's very, very soon was already winter.
Yep.
So I used it.
Yep.
Hmm.
That's good.
Then you have more time on a sweater. I'm still finishing the blacksmith sweater. No, actually, I have a good reason this time. It now goes to here on both sides.
Hmm.
I ran out of yarn. I have to dye some more yarn.
No, so that's a good reason.
That's a
It's
good
not
reason.
an excuse.
No.
It's a good reason.
It's a good-
So what did you do when I went on the road for 3 days this week? I've been driving. I drove on Monday and Thursday and Wednesday. So that means you got like a whole ton of stuff done
Yeah.
to make me
I
look
finished
bad.
my bag, so.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
The teeny tiny, you have to tell them about that, the microscopic York bag.
Oh yes, I wanted to challenge myself. So tiny stitches tightened to a sewing needle. So that was a lot of fun. And I finished it, and it's ready for Sunday.
To be
Well,
seen.
to
I don't
be
think I've seen the
in my
finish one.
channel.
Now it curls super badly. We know this about York. Did you block
Oh,
it?
yes, I did.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Doesn't
and I
it
was
do-
so happy afterwards.
So you feel like you just rest when
Oh,
you've
yeah.
blocked something that curls. Oh,
It is actually flat. I wasn't imagining
No,
it. It's
it just-
actually flat.
just- York, it does like this, and you cannot get rid of it for the life of you. But when you block it, and you're like, all this right with the world again.
Oh yes.
But it's like the tiniest stitches I've ever seen, though.
Yeah,
Like, really.
you're crazy.
I know.
So
Just looking
It's
at it made me
really
want to
nice.
throw up because I can't do it. Well, I can. I just don't want to.
you all have to go in and watch her video on Sunday at 6
Yeah, you're
o'clock.
posting it on Sunday. And
Yes.
where are you posting it now?
On my YouTube channel.
And the YouTube channel is called. We should tell people where we are. Don't eat our needles. I forgot to tell you. Okay, so most of you have been here before. I see we have Peruta is here.
Hi.
And Julie Miners is here. She just got back
Hello.
from run, so she'll see us when she has a shower. That's right. Don't you dare talk to us smelling like you got to. No. Clean yourself, then you come back. Okay. And Decker said her yarn arrived for her other sock. Oh, so the drink.
God,
She's going to have 2 socks.
Cool.
We've got plans now. Good job. And your idea is ... Interesting, Virginia, says Jan Eriksson. I have to agree. It's ...
Interesting.
Interesting.
Well, it
Meaning
was-
there's no way in hell I'm going to do that.
I mean, I'm not saying that you have to do it. I just, I was saying it the other day on the Zoom chat. If I see something and it's like very not very easy to me, but it's like normal difficulties, like, oh, I need to do that. Like in the future when I don't have anything else to do, then I will do it.
Yeah.
if I see something that is like, oh my god, this is so difficult. I have the perfect yarn. I will do it right now.
And she does it.
And I did.
That's the thing. One thing at a time.
She's
by the
crazy.
way.
Oh yes, one thing
Yeah.
at a time.
So that's good.
Is it weird summer?
It helps me, you know,
Yep.
I can concentrate on it.
I envy you.
Oh god.
So when I have all the yarn laying around, I have to start all the projects that I'm thinking of.
But as long as you can keep up with it, I don't mind.
Mhm.
Like it's different approaches to projects, I guess. You do you. I would say you do you,
Yeah.
and that's it.
That's
Hmm.
good.
The good thing about the bag is I finished the bag, but like the Nalbinding part, and then I want to make it fancier. So we're gonna have fun with it.
Gonna do it. You're still insane. I'm with Yen on this. Jenny showing me. I promise I will never make fun of you not finishing socks again.
That was
What
an
was that?
avalanche.
That was there.
Oh, there it is in the way back. If you can see, there is a little avalanche. It's mostly dust now because, sorry, we did get it on camera. It's just that it was weighted out. So I'm taking credit for that. My Vips account is. No, just kidding.
Ice creams.
Ice
cost
creams.
about 30, by the way.
Well, that's right, because we were joking earlier the first time I think they were doing avalanches. We thought, well, we're going to start charging for these avalanches. And Mona and her Mona was still in quarantine and with her daughter, and they both sent us 30 kroner on Vips. So she has my number from before. So that was funny. So Virginia and I, the next day, we're flipping through the phone. I'm like, I got money. We're buying ice cream.
And I bought we both bought ice cream.
We did, and it was so
very
good.
yummy.
That's good.
So there we go. No joke, man. Those things cost money. No, it's a nonprofit thing. I was going to say something very profound, and then the avalanche occurred.
Chun, chun, chun.
Dun, dun, dun. You're just gonna have to live in wonder. So I put in all our details. I got mine is Karin _Byom. Let me in. You talk. I'm gonna go let Kristin in.
Okay. Kristin's coming.
Well, then I can say what she was going to say. Her name is Karin _Byom. Probably you know her already, but follow her on Instagram. I am Virginia. Hello, Virsama on YouTube and Instagram. She's Mona Utheim at Utheim Mona on Instagram.
Yes.
Yes. Woohoo.
Trying to be more active, by the way.
Yes. We are making her a social media Viking.
You know, it's not easy to make a granny into a social media nerd.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Well, actually, I wasn't that active until not long ago, but it's fun to get inspired and
Yes.
by
Yes,
all
it
these
is.
things.
Yes.
It's actually the reason why I started because I could see so many projects and I want to make them all. So
And it's fun to meet all you people out there.
Yes.
Because living here, we don't get to meet very many.
yeah, because that's I think one of the coolest things about this is that it's not only that you get inspired, but now, for example, we talk more, so I get to know you too. So it's not like, oh my god, I love your work, but also, oh my god, I love you as a person.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is me ranting.
Good.
Anyhow, so what else? Heidi, hello.
Hello.
And Alicia, hello. And Kristin, say hello.
Hello, Kristin.
Woohoo.
that was
She's
great.
back.
That was
She's
it.
back. Woohoo.
We'll have to write your Instagram on the chat. Your textile hexa.
Textile Hexa. I don't know how to write that. Is this
Is it Kristin Hexa?
It's textile, TXSTIL.
Kristin is
One word.
this is this American keyboard. I cannot
That's
handle this. No.
No, I will write it.
Yes, please. Oh, we will make space for this.
Is textile hexa one word? Textile hexa on Instagram. Explain close up of my face. So I have sheep. Hi, Bente. I saw Bente came. Bente, we need you in Gudvangen. Not long now.
Yay!
Yeah, so maybe we see some of you soon.
So I'm wishing for the
We're-
sheep and I get chickens.
We're opening for Freeman
Yeah,
the first.
yeah, but visits can come from the 15th of June.
Yeah.
So come, we want you here if you can,
Yes.
of course. Don't smuggle.
No,
You
and
know.
don't pet the sheep. We don't want. There we go.
Oh,
There he is.
Oh, he's coming.
the other one is
Jealousy.
coming too.
This is Grotas. He's ready to be shaved. And
They have been now for a couple of weeks.
yeah, there you can just see it's just falling off of him now, especially around the neck there. It's a
Oh yes.
We
Just
watched a program
fun.
yesterday about how they plucked the wool off the sheeps.
Oh god.
It didn't seem like the sheeps minded too much.
no. Oh, that's my foot.
But
He's
Virginia
down with
tried the other day to pluck this one, and it was not very happy.
Are you up?
Can you look me out?
Just rest it and I'll fix it.
Just a
after.
few hairs.
Okay, we'll see you. Kristin is leaving us.
See you guys next Friday.
She's clearly not worried about being famous. No, she'll come on Friday. She's moving in down the street there,
On Monday.
They're gonna
On
be
Monday?
neighbors.
and we're going to be dyeing stuff.
Street neighbors.
Or I'm not going to die. I'm just going to watch her do it and say, well, I would have done that differently. And then she'll laugh at me and tell me why she shouldn't do it my
And
way.
I wouldn't give a rat's ass.
No, she wouldn't. You are hogging everything here. Oh, God.
All
Okay,
right.
I will take the door after, so it'll be good. I scared him. Come here.
So, do we have any new animals in town?
Yeah.
Well, that didn't work.
He just ziplined himself on the archery cord. We do have new animals. I put them in my story. You put them on your feed. Viking Valley put them on the feed. We have 5 new chicks.
Choops! Oh, they're so cute.
They're so cute.
Oh,
They were born
gosh.
on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. Tuesday and Wednesday they were born. 2 of them were born. No, 3 of them were born on Tuesday, and I think 2 more came on Wednesday.
They're very cute.
We gave them some names. My kids were here at the time, so my kid wanted to call one of them Gilbert. So naturally, Runa thought the other one should be named O'Sullivan. Then my other one wanted to call one Raven and another one Oreo. And then we had a 5th one today. I thought he should be called Louis, as in Louis the 5th. Not very Viking, I know, but hey. I saw Heidi was on here. Heidi is Runa's
Yeah,
sister.
Yeah.
Mona, har du begynt på rollergenser som Runa har? Did you start the sweater that...
No, because I had 3 skeins left from the one I colored,
Mhm.
dyed, and I wanted to use that in one project, not to add anything else. So I am making another bag.
Yay.
You can see the color.
And
I think we have to
this
go.
one is so cool with the turmeric yellow.
I don't know if you can see the yellow in there, but as you turn it side, there's the
Yeah.
yellow stripes they show. What stitch are you using?
Which stitch am I using?
I'm
Finish the plus 2.
F1.
You have to do
I
it.
am the stitch control, and not because I am a strict Nalbinder or
Just gonna knock that
whatever.
down too.
Because the other day, I was like, "What stitch are you using?" Because you were using another stitch there, so why are you using this one now? So I
But-
know which stitches she's using for each project.
Yeah, that's good. Because I clearly don't.
Oh God.
But the big bag now is the one she's talking about,
Mm.
where I used 2 different stitches. And actually, I'm kind of
It's okay.
glad
Yeah.
because it got
It's much
tighter.
thicker and tighter. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of holding up.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
In a
think
way.
it works very well.
Yeah, it does.
And also, I don't think you can see that much of a difference anyway, because the part where you started using Finish 2+2 instead of Mummen, it has so many color changes
Yeah.
in the wool itself
Yeah.
that it doesn't really show.
I had a needle.
So that's what you learn
There it is.
by doing mistakes. You can actually turn it into a planned.
So is it a mistake or is it a happy accident?
It's a happy accident.
It's a happy accident.
Yes.
We like those. Ask Jen what happy accidents look like. Jen C. Eriksson on her Instagram. You can see. Andrea says, hello from Vikersund. I'm planning on coming at the end of June. That's not long.
Ooh.
Not long now. Will there be a festival in July? That's a good question. No, there won't be a festival in July. but we're going to have a whole summer long market feeling because we cannot have an event, but we have a lot of room here to have tents, and we have houses we can fill with free men, but it's not quarantining, but corona restrictions. So we have to take things into consideration there. So that means we can have something called a guest Viking. You'll have to look more into that on the Facebook page. That can apply to stay here for more than just 1 week, but rather all summer long, up to 6 weeks at a time. And
Well, from 1 day to 6 weeks.
so it
It's
will
your
not be
choice.
a festival for 1 week. It will be a market feeling for the whole entire summer, starting as early as June 15th. So if that is something that interests you, you'll want to send a mail and apply at 2020@njardarheimer.com. I have to write that down. 2020@njardarheimer. That's such an easy word to spell. .com. Look for Fiesta Viking, which means guest Viking info. Yep. On vikingvalley.no. You do have to be a Viking.
Yeah.
Yep. You don't have to be related to one, but if you do not look like one, acceptable enough to us. But we have Corona updates.
Do we?
Did they or did they not open the border? Did you read that?
They will open the border. The press conference were at 2 and I didn't watch it, but
We were busy Viking.
We were running.
yeah, because I had to go and get a car and stuff. But they
Rumor?
are going to open the borders for the Danish people, and
Maria!
the Danish are going to open for us. I don't know why. Ask the prime minister, but apparently that's what it's going to be like.
Apparently Norway and Denmark are getting it on, and it's going to be allowed. And I believe they're dropping the quarantine time. Mandatory. I mean, that they're allowed to come in. They have to double check that because I don't know what I'm talking about, but there's a possibility that you may not have to quarantine to come after you come into Norway from Denmark. Not sure about Sweden though, Jenny, so you'll have to check that one out. So it's looking pretty good for a needle-binding conference in the fall.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool.
Yeah, so we're really excited about that. But yeah, keep checking on the Corona updates. I know all of the schools now it's official as of Monday, all the physical activities, what are they called? FIAD, physical education
Everything's
and
back in.
sports. All the sports are back on again. My kids tell me that the school is dropping the 1 meter rule now.
Oh, it's not possible anyway.
No, I went to pick them up on Wednesday and I wasn't sure I was going to let them in the car, but I kind of had to because they're mine. So, but yeah, they did okay. We survived.
My oldest, she's a teacher, and she goes like, "Mom, this is not possible.
No.
Like, how do I keep 15 8-year-olds 1 meter apart? It's not
No.
possible."
And they're going with the traffic light system, red, green, and yellow version of Corona. Oh, it's just leaking like mad. This is a sieve, this cup.
Yeah, but be careful with your
It's okay. There's no
Viking
electronic.
device.
Yeah, but just check out the mountains while I check out the plug. No, this is fine. Oh, it's like a deep puddle under here. We are having technical difficulties. A little bit of water. And I don't want to get on your non-technical device. So there's conversation that I'm ignoring. I'm so sorry. Let's see. Alicia Maynard. Good morning. She says, good morning, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. Y'all from the South, ain't ya? She's from California. Pruda says, we love you as a person, Virginia. What did you do?
Oh, because I'm lovely.
I think it's because we maybe gave her too much shit for her meticulous little. So yes, we do love you as
That's
a
because
person.
you said after being here.
Yeah. No, because I said that I love them as a person. So
We do. Bente Solberg, hej fra Brattvåg. You need
Brattvåg,
Brattvåg. I
hey.
can Norwegian.
By the way, my mom is from Onafyr. I know where Brattvåg
That
is.
tells me absolutely nothing, but I know
Or-
Bente Solberg because she comes to Gudvangen every summer.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
So I'm excited. You have to come. Let's see. Andrea Tebanoff, we already talked to her. Hello again. Let's see. What else did we miss? Melissa Augustinus. Hi, beautiful sheep and nice Viking ladies, of course.
Thank
Thank
It's
you.
a good
you.
thing. I would have been jealous of the sheep if they got more attention than we did.
Yeah.
no, I'm already over it. I know the sheep are the superstars.
They have really good hair.
They're super warm and
No,
they're
they have
cute and always
Very.
like if
ratted
you're
hair.
a sheep,
Yeah.
you're perfect just the way you are.
Yes.
This is true.
If you are a person, you have to do this and that and whatever to get accepted, or
I say veto. Let's roll around in the mud and take them as we are. I think this
Yeah.
will be fine.
So maybe we should become sheeps.
Yes.
We're pretty close with these here, I would say.
Then we have Linda Hajja. I don't know how to say that one, but Linda anyway. She says only certain
Where is
sorts
it?
of sheep get plucked. That's H-A-A. It looks very Dutch. H-A-A-Z-J-A.
That's
We're just going to
pretty
call you Linda.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is only certain sheep that can get shaved and
Yeah.
some that can be pulled. We will shave these, but we'll have someone come in and do it who is not afraid of getting kicked in the head by a sheep.
And they have the proper tools and education and whatnot.
Yeah.
But if they come by and walk around here, you'll see there's actually wool just falling off of them right now because it gets caught on fences and things.
Yeah.
And it just,
So sometimes you just see a few hairs here and there.
yep. And the sheep are not limping because of it either. So it's probably okay to pull their wool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are certain kinds that can't. She says they have a weak spot in their wool. It easily breaks and it's their way of shedding.
Yeah.
Very well explained. Jenny has plucked wool off Gotland sheep.
Oh,
Oh.
that's cool.
Right time of year, it just
Oh.
comes off. Yeah. And we are at that time now. It's separating.
I visited a sheep farmer in New Zealand in February, and he had 27 different breeds.
Mm.
And he plucked some of them, and then he shared some of them, and then he gave us all the wool for free.
So we need to go and see that man.
We need to go and see
I
them
know
now.
it's very far away, but
No,
we
but
have
there's
plans
some.
to get a boat and, well, a ship and sail
Oh, New
all the way
Zealand.
to New Zealand.
Yeah, we have plans. Jarle, we have plans.
New Zealand
Our,
wool.
Oh, yes.
But there are farmers, including the ones down the road here, that just throw the wool into the woods
Yeah.
because it costs too much to actually produce anything with the wool. Depends on what they have sheep for, what they're raising sheep for. Some raise them for food, some raise them for wool, some.
So
we can go
just
into
need
the
to go
woods.
to New Zealand, get some wool, get some wine. Why not?
Wine.
Yeah, that would be cool. Some kiwis as well.
So wool and wine.
I'll take the wine.
Yeah, it was cool anyway to see all the different breeds and feel the difference in the wool, the quality, and the farmer, he was like really dedicated. He told us everything about how they used the wool and when these sheep came about, and yeah, it was really interesting. I probably could have moved in.
Yeah.
He is single, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Just kidding. Can he make needles and care for my children? That's all that matters.
He's pretty inventive, so he might.
I like it. So let's see. Runa's online. Hello, Runa.
Hi.
Balder is on there. Balder is Runa. He's the one that takes care of the animals normally. Made my needle.
And mine.
Where's yours?
Not here. This
Fail.
is the tapestry
Fail.
one.
It's okay.
This is the moose, though.
It
not
is the moose. This is the moose
We've
too.
been talking about the moose.
At one point, they went together like that.
Yeah.
Now they don't. It's like a wishbone.
Yeah.
Yeah. When is the needle binding conference? It is in the works. It is in the planning. When we actually have it, when we actually know that we can do it, etc., then we will definitely do it, and I will let you know. We will definitely. I think it's going to have to probably be
August.
September or late August at the earliest, anyway. But we will get it figured out. First, we have to find out when Sweden and Denmark and England, for example, can come to Norway.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more fun when we have a lot of experts here.
Yep.
So we'll figure something about that. They don't think they'll let, Jenny says they don't think they'll let Germany or us Germany Swedes in, but we'll see.
That's Jeremy Sweet.
I do know some pretty unknown roads from Sweden to Norway.
But don't bring your germs.
You
just
could
your
could
person.
swim across the border. Maybe it'll be fresh when you get to the other side.
Oh god.
No. Oh, they might let you in. We don't know. We shall see. I just got a fly in my eye.
Yeah, it's starting to be fly season
Yes.
and wasp season, so
It was in my eye. Miriam, hello everyone. It's Kathleen Egan from Connecticut. What did you miss?
Hey.
You missed sheep. They'll come back. We have chicks.
chicks.
We have 5 new
Right.
chicks. Gilbert O'Sullivan, that was Balder Runa who came up with that name. Raven, Oreo, and Louis the 5th, because he was the 5th chicken. I think we might get maybe 4 more.
My God.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see though. But those, at least we've got a lot of mommies. And then we're cutting them off and we're eating the rest of them. No, I'm just kidding. The eggs anyway. Let's see. Andre also says, no, it's not possible at all with the 1 meter rule, not the second graders.
No.
Back to normal on Tuesday, but with a lot of hand washing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my kids said too, they just gave up on it. It wasn't working.
Yeah.
So apparently 5th graders aren't any better.
We are very far behind.
Well, they're talking amongst themselves. They're still having a debate about the sheep.
Oh,
But at this point, I think they can handle that conversation on their own. When do we shear the sheep? Soon. Balder? Runa? Are you going to do it? No, we'll get Lila to come in and do it, I think. But, we would like to do
The
it
actual professional
this
ones
month. So
is
soon.
coming to do it.
yeah, we're not gonna do it ourselves.
Julie Miner says, Karin is on the next plane. I'm here. Maybe there's a different Karin.
Yeah.
Yenny's husband used to work in New Zealand on a sheep farm with 23,000 sheep.
Yes.
my
Probably on the South
goodness.
Island. Then is it?
Bring them here.
Just
Bring the wool.
Bring the wool. Here in Sweden, 500 is a lot of sheep. Yeah, so 23,000 is massive. I'm thinking 2 is a lot. And they can't even make
Sometimes
babies.
It can be a lot.
Yeah.
I have to say.
But Yenny will swim there. She is Nalbinding a Vikini as we speak.
Yes! Oh, that's cool.
That is
Yes.
great.
That's very cool. Are you gonna line it? Are you?
You know, like if you were going to needle bind a face mask, you have to line it with something that is a little bit more effective than wool yarn.
So let me know how it's working out with the lining of,
The Vikini.
whatever, the Vikini.
We don't want too much friction in certain areas.
And I probably need to say
the
that
wool
I
fluff.
want it to be holding
fluff.
up.
A little support would be good.
Support is good.
Long tube socks is not going to cut it for us. It might fit better though.
That's the thing.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we're there already. Okay, tablet weaving is in progress. That is Adrian Olsen. He's
Oh,
He's
awesome.
operating by the name Tua Gatanuve, which is not a girl. The very last one there.
You're very confusing, man.
Adrian is also a freeman.
Yeah, he's a man and a free man.
Yep. And he is tablet weaving the 2-headed snakes, I think it is.
Oh, that's
Is that
cool.
one? Oh, yeah. So you want to... Oh, you know what? We did stuff this week. We did things this week. And
Yes. We were
filmed.
not joking when we said we were busy Vikings.
we were busy Vikings this weekend. Runa, Balder there, and us and a couple other people, we filmed.
Yeah.
Visit Sognefjord. I will write that down. Oops, I will write in the correct window. Sognefjord. They are on Instagram and everywhere else, and they are a tourism industry promoting Norway. We have to count on Norwegian tourists this year.
Yep.
So they're doing advertising all over for this area as well, and they are including the Viking village.
Which is cool.
So, yep,
We are willing to open up our village.
we are. And in order to do this, we had to kidnap a couple of tourists from Visit Sognefjord. Runa got himself a new babe. They came in off the shore, and then he and 3 other Vikings, including the chieftain, or 4 Vikings actually, ran overcharged, took him back into the village, and Runa and Roger got themselves new women. Not sure how Roger's wife is going to feel about this, but if she can, raise kids, I bet she'd go for it. She's
It's cute kids.
You know,
they're cute kids too.
I would say she needed to be careful because Marie, Roger's wife, she's a tough girl.
She is very capable of kicking Roger's butt with a sword and shield.
Oh, yes.
And,
She's done it.
He's not easy to beat. He was a Glima champion one year, which is
Yeah.
the Viking wrestling thing. So, did you survive this time or did you die?
Did I die?
What did you die?
No, this time we had to be friendly Vikings and not scare people away from the village.
Mm.
So they let me, skip this time, and I didn't die. I didn't die.
But you didn't die.
No, I didn't die.
Even in the caves, you didn't die in the
I
caves.
didn't die in the
Yeah, we went to the
caves.
White Caves too,
Yes,
which is
yes.
just down the road.
Mhm.
That's cool.
You can see why all this white rock on the ground is actually from the mountains here, because it is very white on the inside.
Yeah. So
that
I was,
fun.
I was alive at the
Okay,
end of
that
the
down.
day. That was nice, you know, for a change. It's good. I don't know when I'm gonna be dead again, so you'll just have to see.
You good? Oh, so we did that. I even got a husband. I was fishing with Anders Hovland, who is now my husband. That was the tattoo Viking we were talking about earlier.
Oh, is it that easy?
Oh, he's not too bad to look at. But anyway, he's also pretty taken.
Well,
So, yeah. I had a net, though. They gave me a net and told me to go fish with him. And so there you go. Now he's
Okay.
mine. So,
well, you can have him. You're welcome. I'm a
can he make
granny.
needles? I just need needles and yarn.
I
Well,
got-
he knows. Well, he does some bone work. At least I know he makes bone flutes, and I've been trying to get him to teach me how to make them. So
Ah,
Yeah.
he is actually a pretty good fisherman, too.
yeah, oh yeah, he is. He knows. He knows. He knows.
Mm.
We are probably getting close to warm enough weather to be outside, do some weaving. And we have one loom standing
Weaving.
right here
Mhm.
behind Karin.
Yes.
I do. Let's turn that a
Yeah.
little bit. This is the house I sleep
Oh,
in,
this
by the
one
way.
is a cold one because the weft is made out of
The weft, which just goes side to side.
Yes, this one that goes horizontally.
Hmm.
It's made out of wool that jury spun. So
Yep.
you
Yeah, it
can
is,
do
actually, yeah.
stuff around here too, not only come and see.
No.
You can do it.
The one right behind Virginia's head is a tablet weaving band modeled after Fine in Oseberg. That is the kind of band that Toa Gatanuva or Adrian Olset is making. Adrian Olset. So that will
Yep.
be fun.
Yep.
But some of us took our filming this week a little more seriously than others and sacrificed a rib or two. And this is why she's kind of doing this. She has a back support chair, which is
No,
valuable.
too much.
A valuable thing in the Viking age is the chair with back support.
Yes. You know, being a granny, I should probably just sit in a chair and needlebind. I should not be moving around.
No movie star Viking for you?
Probably not.
Because movie star Vikings don't have glasses.
No, that's probably, maybe that's why.
No.
Oh, I know. That's why I was tripping
Did
on
you
over.
have,
No.
I think you have it. Didn't you have your glasses on?
No, because
We have to take
I
them off.
had just done the scene by the fireplace.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, this rock, it's about this tall,
So huge.
like really, really.
And it's
maybe
stuck in the ground at least. It's not like you can just kick
No.
it. or
It
something.
didn't move.
It didn't move. So, you know.
So this
No.
huge rock got in her way.
And I tripped, fell forward, landed on the corner of the work table, crack. And yeah, I felt that. I did feel
So
that.
now she's a hobbling Viking, which is very authentic, historically accurate. So good
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah. We need to take care of her. Or it's our Mona.
Yeah. So Mona's injured, so Mona has back support.
Yeah.
Mm.
And maybe you don't get very much sleep at night when you have broken ribs.
I've only bruised them, and that hurt like hell.
I haven't had anything and I
Or
don't want
bruised.
to.
It's painful.
I'm already seeing her. I don't need it.
Did they say when this says when will the film will be out? Is what Julie Miners is asking. They're just little. They're going to be using clips. There's both still pictures and videos, and they will be sent in different chunks and things.
I
And
don't think they said anything.
no, but they will be featured in airports and train stations, and I don't know if it's on TV or whatever, but most likely just within Norway, which means Julie Miners will be able to see it because she's in Sir Trøndelag, I think.
Well,
Yes,
actually, they
Trøndelag.
said it's going to be posted all over the world.
Yeah.
Especially
yay.
the airports.
Especially airports. So,
But we will let you know.
but you can keep an eye on Visit Sognefjord. I wrote that up there. They do have an Instagram account, for example, and some other things. And yep, so it should be appearing on there.
Yeah.
Yep, you can watch Runa jump through a cloud of smoke without coughing and capturing a tourist babe. She's pretty. Heidi was her name. So there you go. So new sister-in-law for you, Heidi.
And maybe in like late part of this year or early 21, the film that we attended will be out as well.
2021 film, and it's a Danish
Yes.
film, though. Villemend. It's Danish, so I'm not spelling this right.
Wilman. I think it's
Villemend means wild
Man
man.
or man?
Wild men
Man.
One or
in
two?
Danish.
One.
It could be wild man.
We will also let you know.
The Villemond or Villemend. To be Danish, you'd have to put potato in your mouth.
Oh, wait, Adrian knows.
Adrian knows Villemend because
Thank
Adrian
you.
was here. There you go. Look in chat. That's it.
Thank you.
So 2021, that'll come out.
Thank you
Okay.
for being more up to date than us.
Yep.
Thank you.
And that one will be a fun one. So basically, there's this guy running away from the police, and he's in Norway at some point, and he discovers this cute little village, a Viking village, and he thinks this is a great place to hide out until he realizes it's a touristy village. And boy, do they ham up the tourism on there. I swear to God, if somebody takes us seriously, that we have hula hoops for sale here.
We don't. Okay.
No, so that
We
will
don't
tell
do
you
those
the
things.
it's a
It's
comedy.
A movie. It's a movie.
We do not sell hula hoops. We do not have DJ Vikings. Well, maybe we have two. It could be a DJ Viking behind the scenes, but
Behind the scenes.
no. But it's flipping hilarious. You got to watch it anyway. So that's what happens. He gets in the village here, and then they take him out, and God knows what else happens after that. So, but that will be funny, especially the hula. What else did you were selling furs,
I was selling fur.
and
You were a tourist.
I was a tourist. I had Norwegian flag sticking out of a backpack and everything, trying to shoot a bow backwards.
And Virginia
And what were you?
tried to take care of the village
you were-
while we were
Yeah,
filming.
because they were being superstars, and I was working that day. Okay, so oh my God, I had such a bad time. I had to wake up earlier to take care of all the animals, and so I go outside, and they're already filming. So I'm going there with my bucket because I had to bring water to the chickens or whatever, and I have to cross the entire village. So I go with my bucket. 5 seconds. Stop! We're filming.
Do you want happy sheep?
You can walk now. Okay. Stop. Wait, stop filming. Okay. Next 5 steps more. And then at some point, well, they stopped me and they were like, but what are you doing here? What are you doing? Why are you going there? And I'm like, well, I am working. Not like some of them here.
It's hard to be a Hollywood Viking.
And they were going to film these animals later. So I'm like, if you want to film them, they need to be taken care of. So please let me work. Please. I don't ask for much. I just want to bring a bucket. I was even wearing Viking clothes just in case I somehow appeared in the background and I'm not like one of these look what happened in the background of this movie. So at least, if they catch me there, I'm doing a very Viking thing, which is carrying a bucket of water.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's true.
There we go.
Very true.
No, so that was quite fun. So it was Runa was in there too. He was picking a fight or something with I don't know. They had to walk by. The main guy was walking by, and him and another one, and they had to like shoulder him or something. So he was not very nice.
When they get serious, they get serious.
They get serious. Yep, they needed evil Vikings, and so there we had an evil Viking.
Yep.
Runa is an evil Viking. Madsen writes, my friend tells me that when I speak Danish about the potatoes, it's true.
It's true.
So a Norwegian will say, in order to speak Danish, you have to speak Norwegian with a potato, maybe an apple in your mouth. Now, can you imagine? Try to roll it. I think we just picked a fight with Denmark. It's a good thing Maria's not here. I'm sure they have some creative things to say about the Norwegians.
Oh,
Though.
yes.
So
I'm pretty sure of it. Like,
that's what we do anyway.
yeah, like the Swedes say, the day we celebrate the 17th of May too. That's the day we let the slaves go free, and
That's true.
so that's pretty much that.
Part of this world.
No, so what else did we do this week? Well, I went to pick up my kids so they could come film and then back in. So I drove back and forth to Vestby twice and then spammed my Instagram account with a gajillion pictures of mountain, which was probably fun the first 2 photos and boring as hell the last 30. What did you guys do while I was gone?
Needlebound.
Damn it. You're not supposed to be effective when I'm not here.
Yeah.
We were doing some gardening too.
Yes, we've been planting.
Oh, the peas.
Yeah, we've been planting. And hopefully they will grow so we can have some nice plants here during the summer.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be nice.
And I'm dreading not the one sock syndrome, but the socks in general.
Yeah.
So like I showed you 2 weeks ago, I think I started my pair of socks, and they're still at the same pace. Oh, we have an avalanche.
I don't think you can see that one though. I can just hear it cracking up there.
It's a rock coming down.
Just one or two. Somewhere up there. Just look for dust skipping.
It's
Yeah.
landed.
The rock has landed. There. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
another ice cream cone, by the way.
But I am going home to see my parents this weekend
Ah!
because my mom's birthday is on Sunday.
Yes.
And I will bring the 2 sweaters, which are,
Needle bound.
yes, but they're not finished. So
If you want to earn your keep, you will produce some finished sweaters, says the lady who still hasn't finished the blacksmith sweater.
so I will bring them.
Mm.
And I will bring lots of yarn. And I will bring all the yarn that I have left from the city. One from the Faroe Island.
Ooh.
We
I-
have yarn projects and
Yes.
yarn plans.
Mhm.
So that's nice. I will do something with that.
So you're gonna bring those back. What else are you planning to do next week? I think that's what we're on that part now. Yeah, you're bringing Will back.
Bringing wool.
I'm gonna go and visit your mother for her birthday.
Yep.
And
gonna
finish a
come-
bag. By the way, nice bag.
I only had this one left, so I think
She's doing it.
She's doing it. She's on bag number 2. You know it's good when people make more than one of your pattern. How many? Andrea's made at least 3 of your scarves.
I think
And
she's on number
That's
4 now.
awesome. Wow.
that's actually a real that's
That's
a real
cool.
flattering thing to see. Not only are they making the patterns that you make, but when they make multiple,
Yes.
then they really like it. So
It's so cool.
there's another one that's made 2 of your scarves as well.
And Roxy made, I think, at least one, but I think 2.
I think somebody
Yeah,
started
no,
a
she
second
made
one.
2. And it's so cool because I love seeing, all of us, even when we don't think so. Yes. So I remembered. Good. You made 2. So it's so cool because even when we don't think so, I think we all have our style. It
Yeah.
might mean it's not only has to do with the size of the stitches, but also the stitches we like using. Some people like using some stitches, and other people like using other stitches, or the color combination. Some people like bright colors, some people like neutral colors, or whatever, and some people like stripes. All these different things, and it's so cool to see that and be like for example, so many bags, and it's like, wow, you could combine colors like this, and I would combine them like that, and blah blah blah. And
Just the
I think
different
it's so
stitches
cool.
make too, yeah. Like
Yeah.
now we've made them in Dalby. You did finish 2+2. Another one did Dalarna.
For the bag,
Yeah, no on your scarf too. Just to
yes.
see how, because that goes back and forth. It doesn't go round and round, so you don't
Mhm.
get the same effect as you would if you
Yeah.
went round and round.
Hmm.
So it's quite neat to see. Yeah. No, and then the bags are made in different sizes. I still have to do a post, I think, where all the bags are put together.
Yeah.
I did actually put a reveal photo, but I don't know if I actually wrote that it was the mystery. But there's a bag with toilet paper on there.
Yes.
It's still my most current post because I need to get off my butt and post more. But anyway, so it's not easy. It's not hard to find, but you'll see it. But I do like that you're going with finish 2+2 because my stitch was not thick enough for what I wanted it to be.
Mm. I like this one. I actually do.
I like it
Even though
when
you're
I-
not supposed to say that you like your own stuff, I do
Yes,
like
you
this one.
I think we can.
You can like it. We like it too.
We
It's
like it.
actually standing.
That's what I
Standing
wanted
up.
to do. I mean, it has no problem if the bag flops, but in my head, it should stand open so you could use it as a project bag or
And
toilet
it's
paper holder. These are
quite-
Corona times.
I don't
And
know what
then-
I think I'm gonna do
Mm.
straps on it.
Yeah,
yes,
you know,
yes,
like the
yes.
leather ones that went all the way up
Yeah.
like that.
I'm
Some
gonna-
lady posted that in a Nalbinding group, and it was amazing. She had all kinds of different colored yarn, the yarn was really pretty in itself, but the way she added the leather straps that went, like one going here, no, like this.
It's like ties it all together.
Yeah.
It really added it leather straps.
You have all
Heidi
these different
likes
things.
it.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
And then,
And it's hand dyed yarn, and
Yes.
yeah,
if I had spun the yarn, it would have been even
well,
better.
then it would be just perfect. But we can't tick off all the boxes in one go. Just an excuse to make another one. Then.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so it's wonderful.
It's all the process.
Yeah.
All the process. I
I
need to make more of all the process.
I do have a mitten pattern on Instagram. It's pretty further down. It's a gray pair. Actually, I have two mitten patterns. The other one is on Ravelry, and it's one that goes like this. Is actually a mitten that I'm making now. It goes far down though, and it has a loop that goes that way.
Yeah.
But that pattern, I didn't realize it until about a week ago that it is not on Instagram. It is only on Ravelry or one of the needle binding groups, and it's before I started making them stitch-alongs and Shall We Do This Together. So if I might pick out the pictures and post it anyway, though. It's the same pattern. Sheep. It's the same pattern as the gray ones, but it's just flared at the bottom and has like a loop finish at the bottom, and it's a smart one, so your finger will fall out. But if you scroll down,
I'm gonna spit.
are you gonna
Do
spit?
it. Do it.
I did. My spit wasn't good
Up
enough for
with the
this.
spit.
It's Viking accurate.
It's Viking accurate.
There they are.
And when they ask you, how do you do it? You show.
Can you see them over there? There. It's like the sheep gang.
It's also when you're here and you're like needle binding and somebody approaches you, oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm needle binding. This is a technique and blah, blah, blah. And you start explaining. Then you run out of yarn. Like, wait a minute.
Excuse me while I spit it out.
And that's how you continue. And well,
How you doing?
it's always fun. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe not this year.
No, maybe not this year. I think we
Well,
won't be
I can
shaking
spit
any.
on my stuff,
Well, yeah, you can
but
spit.
they don't need to approach it or touch.
But we're not sick either, so that's awesome.
Yes.
Lucky there.
Here we go again.
There we go again. The Gudvangen whiplash. Which way is it coming from now?
Over there.
There's a rock somewhere falling because the ice is breaking. Miriam's down to the thumb. I mean, top started one. No, it is on my plans though. The next one I will post is a bottom up hat because I never made one, and the next one after that is top down mittens or a mystery because I really want to start the mystery, but I have to finish that sweater first. So
Well,
I will
what
make
are
them.
you gonna do
What are you gonna do?
this week?
I plan on continuing with my bag. It's just snowbound. It needs a little bit more something to it. You know, those we need to make the most out of those tiny stitches. So I'm going to be embroidering again.
Embroidering.
Yes.
What are you
Yay.
embroidering?
Oh, a petroglyph.
Yeah.
A cool petroglyph.
Ah, I
Yes.
like petroglyphs.
Yes. So
That would be cool.
that's my mission for next week.
Which do you know which petroglyph you're gonna do, or?
Yes. The
where is
lure
the-
player?
Ah, I love that one. Eldrum has that one, doesn't he? Or, no, maybe not Eldrum, but anyway, yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
no, I think Espen Winter has it on his drum or something, or maybe their logo. I think they used it. The big. It's really cool. I've seen it on some Norwegian Viking has it on their drum too.
But it's gonna be cool.
Mm.
Yes.
No, I love petroglyphs. And why do you need to have a embroidery of a petroglyph of a lure player?
Well, they will have to know in my channel. It's a secret.
It's not a random thing. There's
Yes,
actually
no,
a purpose for it.
Yeah, actually, I love the thing because actually all the ideas about making embroidery out of stories of your life, I don't know, connected to something. This woman, she has this, she's not the one that she's wearing right now, but she has a dress that has like the story of her life. I like the idea so much. So that's why I started doing my cloak. It's not the story of my life, but it's also a story anyway. And this one has an idea behind.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be cool.
I love when embroidery tells a story. I mean, if no matter how much evidence we can or cannot find with embroidery in the Viking Age, I do think one thing they were very good at was telling stories with the embroidery that they did do, or the wood carving, or there was no question they liked to ordain things. Ornate things. Ornate, think is the word I'm thinking of. Yeah. Anyway, there's no priest involved in this embroidery. Maybe I'll finish these, but while talking, I start making mistakes because I have to.
Oh,
Where is that coming from?
It's somewhere on this side.
I think it might be in the wedge. I'd turn the camera, but there's just no point. This is Gudvangen
well,
whiplash.
it's coming all the way down because it's.
You
Really
can hear it
rolling.
falling. Yeah, I bet it's in the weft, or in the, not the weft. What is it? The crevice.
Yes.
Yep.
No.
You'll just have to come here and see it for yourself.
It's pretty cool.
Yes.
Yep.
And what are you going to be making, Mona?
I probably have to work on the sweaters then.
Yeah.
And the schlanket, of
Yes.
course.
The schlanket.
Blanket.
The schlanket. We're loving. That's like the word of
I'm
the
thinking
month.
though.
Yeah.
Should I color the pink and purple plant diet? Which color would it be?
Kind of, but you could probably get some opinions from Kristin when she gets here because my plant dyeing is purely 100% winging it. She actually put some
Well,
science in there.
I
We
like
need to
wing.
bring the color wheel.
Has anyone tried to plant dye
Purple
purple and
and pink.
really pink? You've seen my.
It's not
blanket.
Naturgarn. If the ones of you who know what Naturgarn is from Viking, the name brand Viking. There's tourists peeking over the shelf, or the.
What the hell?
They're jumping up and down on the benches trying to see over the fence.
That's interesting.
It's hard to be a display Viking. Okay.
You have to go to YouTube and watch us.
We're on YouTube.
We're social media Vikings. Anyhow, okay. At least it's not a drone. Those get shot down with arrows and spears.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Arlene says you got to pass your DNA on to the future. I think you have plans with this. Actually,
Sorry, what?
You need to pass your DNA on to the future.
Yes.
Yep, we have plans. Well, you have plans. I'm not making DNA with you.
Archaeologists find my stuff, they will know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Virginia's just too funny, says Arlene, because of the DNA thing. And Bente Solberg says Vatten mangler enzym så spit har og virker ikke like godt. This is true. There's a lot of enzymes in spit, which means it actually does work better than water, which is what she's saying for splicing.
Yep.
All natural.
Yep. We're not making this stuff up. It's not just to be disgusting and to spread germs and DNA. It actually does work better because the spit has enzymes in it. So it works way better than water. But you can actually needle bind with any fiber you want to. You just have to get creative with splicing. And there's a lot. There's as many ways to splice as there is to shear a sheep.
Probably.
Yeah. That was me being creative. I thought that was pretty good. No.
Correct.
Okay. Yay. Julie Miner says, they're having a discussion about this. Okay. Heidi Marie Franson Wode says, ooh, I found the chat. That's the Horton needle binder. She just started needle binding, and Decker and I are mentoring her, mostly Ann Decker. So that's fun. Adrian writes, ask the Byzantine about purple, I think. Be expensive. Ickliffik, I like that name. Thanks for answering that. I was wondering if analysis was made this bit more effective than plain water. Oh, so then you already know Amalays or whatever. So that question got answered. Kanalsjuke ger en fin farge. Kanalsjuke. That's the moss, the mushrooms that grow like a shelf on the side of the tree. That's a good one. We did actually color with that. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
We'll.
I have some bark.
Ickleflick is the pronunciation. This is Ali Faden. Cool. I know that name. Oh, did I bug you? Did you bump and didn't see my hand there? Nope.
Yeah, we have some juice going from the bark. Can you write which tree it was, Runa? Was it?
Yeah, you were
Ord?
fermenting some bark.
Was it Ord or was it Heg?
I think you said heg.
Heg.
And what is heg in English?
That's a good
What the
question.
heck?
It's
the
the
heck?
name. Yeah, Runa brought some bark from some tree, and it's and you have been fermenting it in ammonia.
Yeah.
And water solution in a jar.
And it looks really dark brown, but so did the moss that we did last
Yeah.
week, and it turned out yellow.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very pretty. It's
Because some of them react different
It's
to oxygen.
actually this yellow.
Yeah.
Some of it, like the really sharp yellow, is the turmeric, but the lighter yellow is the
I'll try to do
moss. Like it's called beard moss from the tree. I
Yep.
think.
tree beard. Yep, and another one is oak moss. They're very similar. But yeah, they will. Some of them change their color when they hit oxygen.
Yeah.
It's like magic blue.
So-
Indigo is one of those. Yep, we are at 1 hour.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness!
Are we doing this next week on Friday at the same time? Yes, we are. Yep. So it's I changed the name. It is not quarantine needle binding anymore, quarantine Nalbinding, because we are no longer under lockdown soon, and we've done 10 weeks of lockdown. We have
We
stayed
survived.
successfully isolated. We have successfully not spread any corona or gotten any corona, so we're very happy about that.
In the whole valley, actually.
The whole valley, not one case in all of the valley. So
We're
way
pretty
to
good.
stay at home or in the woods where no one can find you when you die.
Yeah.
No, so it's worth celebrating. We're gonna have to have an apocalyptic party of some sort. I don't know. Might have to find new ingredients to the quarantini. I know
I'm
just the
thinking
Viking.
Our boss has a pretty good brew going on.
Rams like vodka.
Oh!
I'm not trying it. No.
Virginia's decided he's going to have a celibate future drinking that Ramslurk, which is wild garlic vodka. We picked wild garlic Ramsons about 3 weeks ago or so, and made just about everything under the sun we could with it. But then he got the bright idea to the CEO to mix it in with some vodka,
And just the smell of it.
it smells so good. But he is going to be celibate for a year after that. I'm sure of it. No one's going to want to come near him.
Nope.
It's a good thing he already has a girlfriend
Yeah, that's a good
for
thing.
now.
They might separate after that.
Yes, so we will be here at this same time next week, Friday at Friday at 6:00, and we will call it Viking Nalbinding now because we are longer under lockdown.
Yes, Viking needle binding.
Viking needle binding. I can't remember what I wrote, Viking needle binding or Viking Nalbinding, but I will tag them both.
Yeah.
All right, we are. The meat is ready, and someone says they can bring some kvass and Gul får du av väldigt många blomster av blad, björkelöv, marikoppa och rögneblad med. Yeah, she's saying yellow is you can get yellow from a lot of different flowers and leaves like birch leaves and the other ones you have to translate.
The
But yeah,
leaves from the rogn as well.
yeah, I think so.
From the Norwegian rogn.
You just can't use an iron pot. We found out.
I'm bringing a pot when
Yep.
I come home Monday.
Mm.
When I come back here. Did you notice I'm calling this home now?
I do the
Yeah.
same thing when I get home. I'm like, oh, that's right. That's 6 hours from here. But no, this is
I call this home.
Hegg. Runa wrote Hegg. If you look
Yeah,
at Balder
Hegg.
2 rice, Hegg. That is what
So-
you are fermenting in a bottle.
Yeah.
In a jar.
And it looks really awesome at the moment. It's really dark. Brown, dark.
I
Brown.
can't wait to see what happens.
So we will tell you how that goes.
Sorry, he is on delay. Well, you made it just in time because we're ditching you now. So see you next week at 6:00. Remember to thumbs up. I got 7 of you up there. There's 24 online. You can do better.
Have a good weekend.
If you
Yes,
want us
have
to
an
come back next
amazing
week, you will
weekend,
thumbs up.
people. Enjoy the sun. We have sun. I don't know if you
Yep.
have sun, but enjoy whatever you have.
Yeah. Oh, there. Now they're doing the thumbs up. And if you subscribe and turn on your notifications, I will be a little quicker, I promise. But I can actually, 4 weeks in a row now, we've had the video planned in advance for the next time. So you will get a notification of when we go live again.
Yes.
All right. We're ditching you. See you later.
Adios, adios, adios.
Bye. Do you want to end?